Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. If it's not morning for you while you're watching this, that could be very confusing, and I apologize. It is morning for me. I got back from my vacation and I'm a little jet lagged. I woke up this morning pretty early for me. Um, and I hopped on Discord and I guess Jay saw me on messaging on Discord or something and uh, texted me saying jet lag question mark. Yep. He goes free for a call. Yep. So we just started talking in the morning and I was like, you know what? Still got time before work. I wanted to do a video last night, but I was exhausted. So I'm gonna do a video today. I feel like I say this every video lately. I'm trying to space out videos. Um, and I'm also working on a lot of the new sets and a lot going on redemption wise. So uh, my focus is shifting when it's not a competitive season right now in redemption. Sipping on my coffee. Um, so while it's not competitive, I don't want to just be throwing decks out there. Um, and I still definitely plan on doing the your turn games decks. It's more so a matter of prioritizing that, getting that in front instead of others. So my way of getting into everything to make sure it's a quality product was to just really play with the new set in general. So I'm doing this was a nativity, gonna be nativity, and it's in no way that was the original basis. And now it's in no way that is there a nativity hero in here? Um, there we go. Boom. It's a nativity deck. Um, so what spurred all this old crab burrito posted a deck. I really liked it, was talking over with him about it. And I said, well, I have a deck that you might be interested in because of something he was doing in his deck where it's like, oh, I have something like that. So I was like, let me post. So I went back in, had to refine it. It's still, this hasn't been tested much, but I thought it was a really cool concept. If you've seen some of my videos in the past, you know I like Goshen and Mary. That's much stronger now, that being tossing and protection because you can't toss through protection anymore. Mary goes very, very well with empty tomb girls too, because they all convert and get benefits if you block from hand and they bounce you. They get all these benefits and they're all protected with Mary. So the issue is they're not stars, and I need stars. So what we're trying to do is this deck comes out quick, and what we are trying to do is get this is in a perfect world. Probably won't happen in the video, right? Trying to get out Goshen, Temple, Cross with Mary. A lot of stuff to get out, right? It's really not that hard to do right now. So we try to get these cards going, and we go to numerous as the stars, and we do usually we have like a Gabriel band to um, Martha, and then now they have to reserve an evil card from hand. I get to band a Lazzy, um, and Bethany heroes cannot be negated in battle. And then I go to Lazzy, and I call him Laxarus because it makes you poop your pants when you go against it. I just made that up on the spot. And then he converts a Bethany hero to negate evil cards, gets to draw two and ban two, marry a Bethany if I want. And I don't really use Marry of Bethany as territory class. I usually convert Mary to have the 11-10. Like I'll put like bring her in from hand or something. And I'll convert Martha and then bring her in and stuff like that. I don't know. I do different things, but I don't really play her as regular. Um, mostly I'm just looking for a meek hero at least to have Mary. Um, and then I'll have protection. Sometimes I'll band Mary in as meek with Lazzy, and then I try to bounce Martha. Um, and I'll have a band with 1 to 2 protected heroes that I get to reserve an evil. The opponent has to reserve an evil card from their hand. Everything CBN in battle. I got to draw. I negate evil cards. The cross is tossing CBN. Goshen triggers for a meek hero. So anything that they don't have in battle, like brigade wise, tossed. Herod's Temple, it's not really huge for my offense, to be honest. It's mostly a protection thing. Um, it's sometimes like a Peter first turn kind of thing if I don't have other stuff to do on attacks. So yeah, that's mostly it. That's what I like to do. Protection, toss, negate evil cards. It could definitely be called a win more. I just like to show different things you can do in offenses. I like to think outside the box, push offenses to a different limit. Just have you think, what can my offense do? How good can it be? And then you can kind of focus on something from there. So the Mary blanket protection is phenomenal, especially with the Bethany Trio, where you can just do a band, negate evil cards, protection. Goshen's just really good to throw on top of that. If you're negating evil cards, might as well toss CBN, right? So that's one aspect. The cross does toss untouchable, so you have to be cognizant of that. And then it's just a really good card. That's Mono Brigade 7-0 interrupt. It's just really good in general, so I don't have to cross. And then on the evil, I wanted to use a defense that really gets full value out of my cards in general. Like, what is my deck doing? So with Herod's Temple, a very, very strong block is Pontius Pilate, chooser, guy in reserve, little guy like Obed or something, and make it a toss. Very good block. And then I have Goshen for meek character, and I have characters that can band. And what's so nice with Goshen is while a meek character is in battle, and then it's toss all enhancements with a different brigade than the character using it. So Goshen is crazy right now. I mean, look at the enhancements. I built this differently, but if you see enhancements right now, look through Discord, look on channels, look at what's being played. It's a lot of dual brigade stuff. So Goshen's very annoying to get around. What if your deck isn't harmed by Goshen at all, and everything they play, and then on offense and defense, the opponent has to think about Goshen. So that's kind of the point. So I can band to my guys and have Goshen out. So they have to get around banding with Goshen. It's very good. And then you throw in Terrifying Beast as well. So Terrifying Beast bands to a Roman, bands to a generic Roman, and boom, meek character in battle. Really big band. You don't have to do all that. You still have Emperors with Terrifying Beast. And Pontius Pilate still gets a discard. Still get the withdraws. You still get to band 2 Pontius Pilate and do mean things with Terrifying Beast, Pontius Pilate, Goshen, Emperors, and then Pontius Pilate, Herod's Temple. So the defense is a little lacking. It's still a draft. Like, yeah, you can bring it. I don't have a Saul. Not that he's necessarily needed, but he's definitely good. If you're going to bring in Saul, it's very good to bring in some orange as well, and you can kind of hit some orange gray cards, orange enhancements. But you'll see the enhancements are just kind of weak in general because of Cross, Goshen, and then Temple. I'm trying to toss negated cards, toss dual brigades, stuff like that. So relatively simple defensive concept. Clinging to power. Crucify Hymn's just as basic as it gets for negating discard enhancement. Clinging to power can get Distort the Truth. Distort the Truth was in main deck because it's a star. So, boom. Um, it was taken out because I had no way to get it from my reserve at all, other than Denarius, which, let's be real, I don't use that. So, making sure, yeah, I have a Crouch choice. That's it. So, even though it was good to have in the deck because it's just a negate, like the Protect doesn't do anything. Um, it was a star card for numerous. Really, the biggest reason I that was the only reason. It's just a simple negate with a star for numerous, and I had no way to get other cards in my reserve out, so I put all cards with Protect or Band ability in my reserve for cleaning to get. So that's where we're at. And if y'all have watched my videos before, I have a Philistine defense. I really like Philistines right now when Deliverance comes out. So I guess I don't like them right now. So really like Philistines when with all the add to battle and that dominant is so fun. But they also can play Goshen. I just wanted to have the Herod's Temple that works with everyone. But you can have Black probably is a better defense overall because you get a lot there. Sheol could and should come in here. I'm almost wondering if Herod's Temple comes out for Sheol. It's just more value in general. Golden Calf can come in here. Babel can come in here. It doesn't matter how oppressive do you want to be, and you're messing with your ratios and stuff. So once again, this is a draft, but wanted to show this defensive concept of banding with Goshen and these big characters and protection and Herod's Temple tossing, and then Terrifying Beast to Pontius Pilate with Goshen is also very good. So wanted to show that defensive concept and marry blanket protection with the Bethany Trio. So many people talk about how good the Bethany Trio is, and that doesn't even include all these crazy support cards, Mary, Cross, Goshen. So if your heroes are protected, you're negating evil cards, and you're tossing CBN, not much they can do. So without further ado, I'm gonna run through it real quick and just see, say, hey, does this thing actually work? Dun, dun, dun. And we can look at their hand. Okay, so we'll go first because I won the roll, right? Put down Goshen and Gabe. And we need to know, like, are we trying to just get our hand down? Essentially, we're going to use Emmaus Road and potentially go into a delivered right away as well, and then drop everything and go into a mayhem. So, want to get cards out that we want. Almost wondering if I want Golgotha. Golgotha gets me a card, so I'm gonna go with Golgotha and take a gospel character. Bloop. That's discarded. Might as well. There's no reason not to do that, right? I think we can drop soldiers. Go into Emmaus Road. And we can only go to deck right now. We don't necessarily know what we want. We have an idea it's probably going to be delivered and go into a Denarius. Just want to make sure that's the right play prior to. This is the way. And then we delivered into Denarius. Which Emperor do we want? I kind of like having Claudius, to be honest. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Denarius. 1, 2, 3. On Pontius, there's no reason to use for sacrifice right now because we're gonna mayhem. Um, even though it's nice, like I could play Herod's Temple and Peter, and then I can activate 4D coin on Peter, and I miss out on the band, and I'm gonna do it. That's crazy. Play a good Gospel Fortress and an Empty Tomb Hero. Good Gospel Fortress, Empty Tomb Hero. Um, you play him, Tyler. I'm just wondering how I play him. Meek or not. Playing him as Meek. We are going to activate for decoin. I don't know. Shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard. Okay, now we have 1, 2, 3 stars. Because if I go Emmaus Road to Numerous, I can get out 3 heroes. Drop 3 heroes and then play Mayhem. I don't know if that's the move though. Like if I go to something else, and I still have Mayhem. Oh well, let's do it. 2 triggers on Emmaus. And then I'll show 1, 2, 3. Get out 3 heroes. You need to know what's in your hand prior to playing it. You just can't look again. And we want a Lazzy and a Martha. And after that, it's just another oppressive hero or a 5th seal. You go 5th seal. You go back to Emmaus Road. And what do we really need? Nothing. So we're good there. We're going to put down Jesse and Obed and Mary. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and put down our heroes. We don't need to shuffle. Mayhem. Now we need to shuffle. Alrighty. Darkness doesn't do anything for us. We have prosperity. We have 19 cards in deck with 4 searches. I know this is crazy. I don't think I want to draw 2 though. You know what's really good? Tangent. This is, yes, it's a lost soul, so it's different. I get it. You discard a card from hand to draw 2. Balanced, fair, there's a cost built in, simple ability, one of the most played cards in the game since it's been out. And it's been out for a long time. And it's essentially a discarded card to draw 2. Yet I'm getting at that point, I think, because this is such a great card and it's used by so many, and it's discard a card from hand to draw 2. It's not, if drawing cards go more towards functionality like this, they're still going to be played. All right, tangent over. Just throwing that out there. All right, what do we need? Let's grab this. Always play Clinging to Power first. We're usually going to want like Terrifying Beast right away or Crucify Him. And we have Emperors and Goshen and Pontius. Like we have a 10-11 protection, dominance, protect from New Testaments, and Herod's Temple, and we have Goshen with soldiers and Pontius Pilate. What I'm getting at is I think we're good to take Crucify Him. Send this to the bottom. And then we look at their hand advantage, like do we have hand advantage or not? I I don't even think we have a gospel angel. Like we already have Gabriel. So we might not even need to play. Oh, we go to fifth seal. Oh, played it. I was gonna go back to Mace Road. Oh well. I think we grab untouchable. Discard this. We play Emmaus for the third time. We check, make sure, yeah, Gabriel's the only angel. We can get out a star card. Can shuffle that. We oh, oopsies. Did it shuffle? Yeah. Well, either way, I would say that, right? First sacrifice, look at their hand, under deck, an evil card, and then we would see we don't need Angel Lord more than likely here. Activate Cross on Golgotha. So let's see. It's first turn. We have Goshen, Herod's Temple, and the Cross. See, told y'all. Easy to do. We now stop dominance. We are protecting a lot out of our characters, and we have Goshen plays on both sides. We have our Mary protection. We're negating characters in opponents' territories ×2. We're negating their neutral cards. Pretty good. I think Judas should go into reserve, especially after watching the Grand Prix where John went off with similar concept. His is more of a more. I think he learned from that game. You can't let the opponent draw. Like you can't lock someone down and not have a draw. And he said that he was playing Crimson and he swapped out his orange. So I think I bring Judas into reserve, and maybe like a Centurion can come out. One Centurion comes out for a Judas, and I bring Judas in as well. So we'll see. Probably what should happen. Anyway, we want to make sure, a lot of times I like to put my band out first, like to the side, and see what I'm going to do. And that's what I'm going to do. I already saw their hand. Now, here's the other thing. If I saw their hand with first sacrifice and I underdeck their only evil character, then I'm not attacking with this. I'm just going straight in with Gabriel. Get rid of something, move on with life. So let's say they potentially have an evil character that they could have done something with. Then I would go Gabriel, Martha, which you still want to, either way, you're putting pressure on them. That's what's nice. Like you're either reserving an evil card from their deck, or they have to reserve an evil card from hand. And then I get to go out with Lazarus. So you're still netting a lot here because I still get the draw 2 and get an evil card from their hand. I still get the band. Once again, I would look, do I even need to convert Martha? Like first sacrifice tells me a lot. Do I need to have protection in this band for Goshen, Mary, everything? Let's just say we do. So we'll go Gabriel to Martha, reserve an evil card from their hand, or they have to, band, CBN, convert to negate evil cards, and then draw 2, boom, boom. That's just gonna be honest with you. That's not getting stopped first turn. Deck or discard for a white hero. What's nice is I don't have to play this, but I can go to fifth seal and get something out, or I can have Mary of Bethany locked and loaded for next. I don't have to do anything. Um, Grapes might not need to be in here. I think this could be Vain Philosophy. Grapes was in here for like for a potential first turn block. Because I'm pretty aggressive, but if I don't get to go first, kind of thing, then it's good. So still playing around with it. All right, so now they can go, and there's all sorts of stuff they can do, right? Um, let's say we have to block. Cautious isn't usually the best first turn. Um, I'd probably just do a Claudius Temple block here and reserve the top card and have a 10-11 protected, no dominance, toss CBN, and just toss everything in battle, depending on their hero. Okay, this is really nice. Just shuffling that back in and looking at their deck. So nice. And now we can go clean the power into our reserve. There's nothing for upkeep. Boom, boom. Evil card that has a band can also be our Centurions. So we can take a Centurion. We like taking this Centurion because he can grab our Send the Helper if we need to. We could also Love Righteousness into Fifth Seal. See what I did there? I checked, just even though I knew I played it, double checked my discard pile beforehand just in case anything messed up. Just being good habit. I know Fifth Seal's in there. Let me look in my discard pile. That's completely legal. I can look real quick, check. Now I can play Love Righteousness and know what I'm grabbing prior to. So I grabbed Fifth Seal. I'll play, and then once again, what do I need? Like, do I need a star card from reserve from Emmaus Road, or do I need one from deck? And if I go into Fifth Seal and go into New Covenant or Send the Helper, I can grab and then activate and bounce my Martha. So bunch of stuff we can do here. I think I Fifth Seal into Send the Helper. Take that to my hand. Discard this. Let's play Emmaus. We know we're gonna Send the Helper. And bounce Martha. Go into Emmaus, and I think we're deciding we're gonna go to reserve. I could go Virgin Birth in deck and go to Simeon. I just don't necessarily need that because I'm just going to constantly Martha Lazzy. Let's go to a Teaching in Parables, go back to deck. And now I don't necessarily need my Centurion to be evil because I do have my Send the Helper. I can put down Centurion as good. Play Teaching. Reserve an evil card from their hand. Don't necessarily need him anymore for good, but that's fine. And more than likely, I just do the same thing. Gabriel, Martha, Lazzy, convert, draw 2. It's a beautiful draw 2. It's not like there's much left. I Send the Helper. If you make Clay Hero attacks, you might take a good card from reserve. I'd like a good seed in here, but oh well. We already know we have Virgin Birth, so I can get Simeon. I'd probably get Lost Child here. And be good to go. They have to reserve another evil card from hand. Negate evil cards. Martha's protected. I'm tossing CBN. Potential toss with Goshen. So very difficult for them to do anything. We want Emmaus Road back in our deck. I think we take Mary to hand. This goes back to deck, shuffle. We can get Simeon going. And what's crazy is in reserve, like one of my this Centurion can come out, and I can bring in Jehu, and I can bring in a weapon, and I could easily do Jehu weapon exchange to Martha. Like that probably should have been in here. Might as well put Simeon down. John's nice to have. Like he's a prophet, so I could always ban to him and then do his ability. So I think I'll do that. Have 8 cards in hand. It's their turn. They have to do something. Just there's not much they can do. Like I definitely need draw punishment. That's for sure. So that needs to come in. Draw punishment. And I like the Jehu. So there you go. That should be the deck. They do anything else? Let's see. I don't have a bander, so probably get one here, but I'm probably gonna reserve my dominant, I bet. No, I can get him back and make it a toss battle, protected from dominance. Not like they can play him. Toss, they would have to get around. We'll just say I had to use that. I don't know. Whatever. They would have to band. And if they banned, you do Pontius Pilate, which is very good turn 2 because you can look at the reserve. So it's just good to have options with Goshen and Temple and choose the block, choose the hero and all that crap. Very, very good. Oh, what do you know? Look at your hand. Nothing for upkeep. Power. Beast. Bottom. Emmaus. What order do we want to go first? Do we want to go Coming Prince? Probably. Emmaus. Preserve. Coming Prince. Top deck. Discard. You have Send the Helper again. Let's go ahead and bounce this. And do we have anything else in reserve that we want? I think we're good here. We can Crowd's Choice. We would have to turn off the cross. And I think we just want to say we win, right? Crowd's Choice into Son of God. Son of God for 3. It's just hard to stop this. Like, they can, but just hard to do. And we still have, it's like, we have enhancements to back it up, and we do want to turn off the cross because we can back this up with an untouchable. And see, that's gonna be our band. Martha gives or Mary gives protection. Mary turns it off, so I can band to her and be meek. And it's really nice to restrict evil dominance in battle, especially when I turned off the cross. So it's just a matter of, does my protection matter more, or does restricting dominance and negating evil cards? Just depends. Whatever I think. I got to look at their hand with Emmaus Road, so I would know. So Gabriel, Martha, reserve an evil card. Lazarus, convert Martha, gets to draw 2, and band 2. Mary Meek, and now I have 2 Meeks protected, yada yada. Emmaus Road, Noah, 9 cards in hand. Domitian. They can do anything here. Like they would have to get around. Terrifying Beast with choosing hero to attack. I don't really have anything after that. Make them do something else, waste the resources at the end, make them do something else. I would not Herod's Temple here. Honestly, I'd probably Terrifying Beast to soldiers would probably be my move. Probably would have been that. Boom, boom, boom. That probably would have been my block. Terrifying Beast, pop one of their dudes, soldiers, big band with Goshen is very nice. They do anything, I hit them, and then I choose. Or then I make them get around that as well. So we'll say they get it. My soul gens out. Nothing for upkeep. We got second coming. We win. Teaching the parables. That's pretty much it. So like I said, I think Jehu comes in the deck in reserve, and Judas, we have to punish their drawing. I'd take out a Centurion. So the first swap would be take out a Centurion. That one. Although I really like his ability as a hero. Take out that Centurion for Judas. And maybe we take out, I like having both Centurions for my banding on evil, but maybe teaching in parables isn't fully needed because that's going to be Judas. Because if we can do Jehu with a weapon, yeah, teaching in parables is better, but it's a one-time thing. So maybe we take out, I love doing banding. Maybe hospitality comes out, teaching in parables comes out for Jehu and a weapon, and that's Judas. So that's probably what I would do. Simeon's good for the whole like resurrection. When I band in John and the Bethany Trio and Simeon, I just pummel your hand. I've done a video on that before, where I do Awesome Ride, do a mass band prior to, and then I also do Resurrection. So it's 2 pre-blocks where your hand is just decimated. So Simeon's good. So I think these would be the 3 cards that come out for Jehu, Sword, and Judas. But that is all. As I said, I was very generous on the defense for myself, being able to block, because that wasn't realistic. But it's very nice to see you have different options. I can choose the hero and toss. I can Terrifying Beast, choose the hero. I can ban with protection. I can ban with Goshen and have that toss with big banding. All sorts of stuff here. So, and as I tend to do, blabber in the end, I think we are good. So good to be back on the channel. I'll do at least a monthly video. It's only, we start kicking back up again, Mr. Classic. What is that, February, March? So, and then that's it. Like we go right into competitive season. So I feel like Mr. Classic really sets the bar high. I have not done anything with the +1 initiative. I've taught 2 people, not done anything with the +1 initiative. So that's on me. So went on a pretty long vacation, got a little busy with work and worked on the new set. So I need to stay motivated on that, and show those prizes. So Hendrix, I'll message you. But other than that, I hope you guys are good. Thanks for watching and hope this was cool to see. Like I said, this could be done with Empty Tomb Girls, easily done with Disciples banding as well. Like you get banding and tossing and drawing and protection all the time. So a lot you can do here. So enjoy, and I will talk to you again soon.